and then your coffee filter. Now you can use markers for this project, or you can use food coloring, whatever you have on hand or whatever you'd like to use. Yeah. So then I have a spray bottle of water and alcohol, and I'm going to squirt.
What's your ratio?
Well, 90% alcohol. Now, if you don't want to use alcohol, I have also done it where I just put water on it and I've just sprayed it with water. I spray both sides. So then I am just going to use food coloring. I'm just going to blot it on there. I forgot with the markers, you don't want to spray it first. And I'm going to use some red, some yellow. This one's like a little gel, so I might have to brush that on some. A little purple. I just want to be careful to use. Not a lot of purple, but just maybe a little. And this watercolor or food coloring is more of a gel. So then I'm going to give it another squirt. And I'm going to take a little brush because of the gel. And if you use the gel coloring, you are going to kind of want to brush it a little bit. To dry. This is like the food color. Now here's a marker that I'm going to use so you can see what that looks like. And I am just going to kind of scribble some color on here. You can just do it however you want. And for this, I do both sides, just because the water and the alcohol will somewhat fade the marker. It doesn't make it as bright, and if you do both sides, it kind of helps bring it a little more. And you can do it however you'd like. There's no right or wrong. You can go different directions. Make it look like a sunset, or you like. Okay, so done. I have it where I think I want it. I'm going to spray it. It will bleed a little bit, not as much as the water, or yeah, the food coloring, but. And you can also use watercolor too on these. If you'd like. shows more of a pattern. That's going to set that off to dry. Well, here's two that have already been dried. This one is the food coloring and this one's the marker. Make your silhouette. You want to use a stencil. And you can use any kind of stencil, but this one is going to be a horse with some cactus out in the desert. So you're just going to trace. And I'm using a white colored pencil on the black because it shows up easier. You wouldn't have to use a white colored pencil, but like I said, it just shows up easier when you're tracing it. So when you cut it out, you know. And there you have that. Now when you're cutting it out, there are some areas it's going to be hard to cut out. Have your parents help you. If they have an X-Acto knife, it really helps. I have to stress, do not use this without parents' guidance, or have your parents do that because they're very sharp and you can cut yourself. So the inside part, it just is easier. It's really hard to use a scissor inside of there. And it just pops out like that. And then you can take your scissors and you should be able to cut out the rest of this. And you do want black paper because that makes the silhouette. And you want to leave this much. You can always trim this down, but you just want to make sure part of your circle will cover that up. So if you need to trim some of this down, that's fine too. Okay, so now that I have my horse cut out, I have a little extra for the bottom. I reversed it because I don't always like them pencil marking shows, so I just reverse it. I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to take a 12 by 12 full sheet of paper, and you can use any color. This one's brown. And then my dried coffee filter. And I'm going to use a craft stick. And I am going to use the glue on the paper. It just works easier. So you're just going to rub a bunch of glue on the paper, the full sheet. And you're going to take your coffee filter and then just glue that down. Now, my other sheet of 12 by 12 paper, I cut out a circle. And it's just cut a little smaller than my coffee filter. So I cover up the edges. So then, before I glue that down, I'm going to arrange my horse on here. And I'm just going to lay this back on top, make sure I have it lined up where I want. So as long as you don't glue it down, you can always arrange it a little different. So I think that is good. So I'm going to move this. And I'm going to hang on to, I'm going to grab my glue stick. I am going to hang on to my silhouette, and I'm just going to glue down certain areas, because this way I can get it and I don't have to move it. So I'm just going to do one side. And then I'll go over and do the other side. Lift this up a little bit and glue it down there. A little bit on my horse's tail and foot. So it's glued down. You don't have to totally glue it down, you can just hit some spots. Now I'm going to take my frame and I'm going to line it up. Line that up, and I'm also going to do the same thing. I'm going to leave it and do sections. And the purple glue, it will dry clear, so if you get some on an area that you don't want it to show, it will dry clear. So, and there you have the silhouette of your horse. Here's another one with a different frame.